Will the passes be over? Or will they be overpassed? That made no sense. But what does make sense is that Carpe Diem are on their map pick and they're starting on that D side. And Mythic are going for a heavy stack play on what looks like the wrong side of the map.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a touch. I mean, they will get a flank here, but they're going to have to be really quick to stop the bomb plant. Maybe Eric can do work, and he will get the headshot onto Glacia, so that's something. A smoke will guys off his position, but here comes the potential flank on forward. Is Carpe Diem expecting it? Very likely, since they had only one player waiting. Yeah,
Now
they
know.
absolutely know. Walco watching there towards the flank, and he will be able to get one onto Flom. Maybe the second. No. Hate will take him down. Trades going back and forth. 3v3. Cooper a chance to give his team the edge. Twice as well, and Cooper will be the one to do so. 3v2 as they move on to this site. Chop makes it back even at 2v2 and finds the second onto Twice as well. It's only Eric whose position isn't known, but now it is. Oh, he had a chance to strike, and that chance slipped away as Chop gets the 3K.
Not sure how they lost track of Eric there, right? He
Yeah.
got the shot in the beginning of the round. They knew he was up there. They'd gone hunting. Maybe they thought they'd heard the drop.
Yes,
a lot of players will attempt to just go out heaven, but I guess that's got to be what was going on there. Either way, it's no harm, no foul. Carpe Diem do take the round, and they're going to be rocking on through. We will get a bit of a force buy from Mythic. It's not a wholehearted one, though. Cooper keeping some money in reserve to try and get onto that AWP when they do eventually bring the guns on out. Let's see what damage Mythic can do with these Ds. The Scout. The shiny, shiny guns. Eric goes one and done with the MP9. Look at their investment. And now many more will start to follow. Twice keeps it even. Never mind. Not many more. Just the one. There's some potential in this round. If this bomb goes down, it gets better for Carpe Diem for sure. But they're taking their time establishing it. They've got a lot of util to dump down on the site, but in the meantime, I think they've set up for this retake. A boost up.
Yeah.
A boost up. A cheeky boost. A cheeky boost. A cheeky death.
Oh, that's rough, yeah. Glacia takes down Flom as well, who's a victim of the smoke fade, and now Cooper will be the last one standing. This force by going anything but the way of Mythic. Carpe Diem. Off to the 2-0 start. As I mentioned earlier on in the pre-map discussion, Mike, really want to see Mythic come out of the gate strong, and they have not.
No. Pist rounds are always nice to get. Still, this is not going to be the investment. Cooper at least got the scout. Tosses it back over to Flom. Wants no part of the scout himself. Does have the armor, right? So he can get in the mix with the Deeg. The hand cannon. The one-click tap machine. The 3 HEs. All right, where do these 3 HEs go? Fountain? Fountain dump? Only Flom over this way. There's definitely not a fountain dump. What's it going to be? Hold for construction presence and then lob? That's a classic. Jump spotting in towards con. Don't know if they saw a class. Yeah, if they did, you can dunk 3 nades over this.
Yes. But Flom...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, you're right. You're right, Mike. Yes, sir. I thought Flom had the nade for a second, but he does not. The 3 nades are here.
So Dunkaroos coming throughs. Little boosty poos. Classy already punished one boost with this Mac 10. I think he might be thinking about another. He certainly knows they're here now. Heard that audio cue. But they're all here, and they still got those 3 HEs. And Carpe Diem's coming in for a B hit. Oh, this could get fun. Come on, where's the pinpole? Got a lot of them now. That's 1, that's 2. They actually really did very little damage.
Yeah.
A little bit too early. Carpe Diem's patience is rewarded here. It's a 1-for-1 exchange on the site, but those HEs were the big surprise in this round, and so far, they've got no one. It's a rotate up towards A. Late rotate, though. Carpe Diem started to get risky on the clock, but Clausius holding these rotators with the power of his Mac 10. He will be dropped. He will be punished. Flom on this site. The scout's not hitting. So this bomb should be planted now. But Twice on the fast flank could still make some noise. Could still rumble. Rumble into his grave.
And once more, Cooper, the last one standing here. He will move up and just miss spotting out Chop. Walks up, and this time, well, he doesn't miss him, or at least miss seeing him. Chop gets the headshot right back onto Cooper. 3-0 in favor of Carpe Diem. And Mythic, well, they are going to have enough to buy up here. It's going to be 4 A1Ss and the AWP over on Carpe Diem. You have the 2 Galils, the AK, and likely 2 more AKs. Yeah, there you go. Not running the op just yet because they don't necessarily have to. They can run with what they've got, and they're going to go favor that mobility. One player leaning towards that B site. That's going to be Classia. The other 4 are moving on forward towards the lower tunnels, and of course, Party. Next. Going to toss a flashbang right over Party and then move his way into long. Cooper will be there to greet him with the AWP. Does he catch him off? No, he misses the shot completely. Hexed will get the headshot, and that is a tough early blow for Mythic to swallow.
Yeah, that's a toughie. Op's obviously not retrievable at this point. But it also means you are going to be very limited in what you can do remaining into this round. Eric's the only player with full util. Hate does have a molly. Where's that? Down by Monster. Smoke remains on twice. Maybe they could dump some util on the site and shift presence up. But even then, Carpe Diem's so content to just sit and wait. Oh, nice spot for twice. Does get some info. Damage doesn't do much. And now here comes another punish. Hex just chilling out here. So patient out towards long. And Mythic getting a little antsy. Try and follow it to their doom. Their doom, John. This is going to be a gamble. It's the right call.
The gamble stack?
Yeah, because they're not going to... I mean, a 3-on-5, you split up here. You're not going to get anything. Save it. Go into the next round.
Absolutely. Yeah, given the money that they have. Yeah.
Howdy.
Yep, they're not going to mess around with this at all. As you mentioned, you gamble. You try to get something, have 3 players stacked into one side. If it doesn't work out, at least you can save into the next round because the money is just not there. Wildco, going to hunt. So are the rest of Carpe Diem because they, on the other hand, do have the money to try for something like this. Wildco, swapping for the AK.
I'd like to point out something interesting here, John.
Yes.
You remember Chop started Inferno by not dying for a while?
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't died yet here.
No, he doesn't want to hit the chopping block, Mike.
Dude's just, I like it. Dude's very safe, I guess. And it's not like he's not contributing, right? Obviously, he's 4-0 here. He was contributing just fine on Inferno when he was in that position as well. He is very reliable for the squad.
He is.
In a way that I don't know gets highlighted enough. I know we've started highlighting him more.
We have, yeah.
But it always bears repeating. Not always the flashiest player on the scoreboard, but very rock solid for this Carpe Diem team.
Yeah, he's a solid third fragger on the squad. You have Hex and Classia, the flashy ones who can make those crazy plays, and then Chop's always there. He's like, hey guys, I'm here. You can rely on me to take care of business whenever I'm called upon, and that's exactly what he's done. You look over the last 2 seasons, or I should say over the last season, in the playoffs, Chop had 238 frags and 23 3-kill plus rounds. That's 5 4Ks and an ace. And then if you look in the regular season, Chop had 335 frags, a 79.0 ADR, and 19 3-kill plus rounds. So he's got the numbers. He's getting the job done. And he continues to do so here. Speak of the devil, headshot onto Flom. That makes it a 5v4. The thing is, Mythic have done quite a bit of damage to that Carpe Diem side. You see Classia and Chop with only 28 HP combined. They are very soft.
Just like to point out right now, Chop and Flom mirrored. 5-0 for Chop. 0-5 for Flom. Perfectly balanced, as all things must be. Hate, though, will bring it back. That was one of the healthy players in Walker. So, as you were saying, the HP might be a concern here for Carpe Diem. And they don't have a lot to show for it. They don't have a ton of positioning. They're giving up what presence they had towards long. And instead, shifting themselves back in the connector. So, it is going to be a B hit. They're falling back into these a lot. 35 seconds on the clock. Not a lot of time to spare. One out by Toxic. One just behind. It's going to be Hate and Eric. And okay, Eric gets lost in the sauce. Wandering behind the pillar. And he gets dunked for free. Nothing to show for it. 8, 1, 2? Not 2. But damage. So much damage brings through. There's no util though for this retake. Are they going to risk it? Oh, Cooper's committed. Kind of. but he's also almost dead. So he's going to slip away, and they will, in fact, save. Mythic, not realizing how low those players were, perhaps, will opt to bail.
I mean, that was just a fantastic flash, though, thrown over to blind Cooper completely. Had no visibility. I'm wondering if Wizard, it wouldn't surprise me necessarily because he leads the team in flashes thrown per round at 0.94, and he's actually got a plus 0.90 differential in terms of time he spent flashing opponents times himself being flashed. That's plus 0.9 in his favor, and 0.10 flash assists per round. So he is their flash specialist and gets the job done. And we talked about this in the past, Mike, that you know, as an opper, you don't necessarily want your opper to be a support player who's taking care of the flashbang utility. But if you're fragging out and doing a good job with the flashes, that's a different story, right?
Yeah. That's the ideal. That is the ideal. Do it all.
Yes.
Be everything for your team. Be the manna from heavens. Flom's got the AWP, and he's got a kill! He's on the board! Flom's cracked that goose egg. Oh. And now, let's see if Team Mythic can build on it. They've got the opening pick. They've got that first blood. But they don't have... Well, they do have some utility. It's not great. And that's most of it gone. Hate had most of it.
Yeah,
he got erased.
No.
It's falling apart here. Just individual peaks, individual deaths, individual fights with nothing behind them. No util, no sets, no nothing. It's all going to be left to this guy in water. And this twice. Mr. Tyler Weiss. Can he beat? Nope. What about Flop? Nope. Nope. Save. They're saving. They should save. It's a 2v4. From a 5v4 to a 2v4 with nothing really done in return.
One thing that's interesting, Mike, on the Mythic side is they're running the op, it seems, split between Cooper and Flom. Might be dependent on map because we did see Cooper running it for the most part onto Inferno, but here it's been Flom with the AWP. Looking at their stats, it kind of tells the same story. Over the last 3 months, Flom's been using it 38.7% of the time, so the bulk of the time in his hands, but Cooper, no slouch, at 21.6% of his frags coming with the big green. Cooper is going to drop Walco, but this round's already over, of course, as Carpe Diem is going to take a 6th. Not much to speak of on the Mythic side, though, unfortunately.
Nope. Not much to speak of at all. Chop still hasn't died. That's something to speak of. Not on the Mythic side, but it is something of interest to speak of. That last round was really disappointing, right? Because I mean, they get the kill
opener
on A, and here's the thing about the way the kills came through on B. There was no real pressure from Carpe Diem. They just kind of chilled, and Mythic wandered into their crosshairs, looking the wrong way. That's... You can't do that in the Challenger League and expect to get away with it very often.
Yeah, it's just Carpe Diem winning fights cleanly, right at the end there.
Yeah, I mean, at the end, yes, at the end. But, I mean, I'm thinking about the player coming around Pillar. I don't know what was going on there, but the players coming around Pillar just looking at construction, they had no idea that someone could be Poke Monster.
Yep. No one was watching it at all.
No. You just can't do that. Hate's dead. Thought he had a cheeky flank, but it turns out Classy was feeling a bit cheekier. Flom has found a kill, though. So there's at least something going the right way for Mythic, but Eric's now going to come to try and flank on flank. And they flash for it, and Classy just has the read. The thing is, I bet Classy thought that they were both together, close at hand.
Yeah.
They weren't. Eric just came back up late. Oh, man, this is not going well for Mythic.
No. If at first you don't succeed, try again and not succeed again. They're on that flank. 4v2 in favor of Carpe Diem, and, well, they've played Mythic like a fiddle in this round. They showed that presence from Classia towards the B site. Mythic thinking, oh, well, they're probably going to come to B then since they got those 2 frags, but it's not the case. Anyway, Flom is going to get that frag onto Classia. The thing is, again, they're at the wrong bomb site. It is a quick rotation, of course, here for the CTs, but The site's already been taken by Carpe Diem, so you're coming into an unfavorable angle no matter which way you slice it. You do see Twice come through and at least do some damage, but oh, he does get a frag onto Chop and then gets a second on Walco. Twice trying to win this round all by his lonesome. Wiz is going to respond here, and it's now another 1v1 clutch for Wiz. Flom pulls out the USP and is trying to get the job done. Gets one tag onto Wiz. Wiz misses the shot again. He's going to pull out the pistol now. Back and forth. Flom switches to the off. It's madness here, and Flom is going to take it on to Wiz. Wow, what a weird engagement, but it will be Mythic coming out on top.
Yeah, I don't know if either player is exactly going to put that in their highlight reel, but it works out in the end. It works out in the end, and that is all that matters. There was also a kit right by the APC, so Flom actually did have a little bit extra time there as well, assuming that he would have gotten that calm through cleanly. And Mythic are on the board. It comes down to the 1v1. It comes down to the clutch. The bomb still gets planted for Carpe Diem. It's far from clean for Mythic, but it is something to hang their hat on, because so far it's been pretty bleak, John.
It really has been. That's the first little bit that Mythic have had to build off of, as we do have a timeout being called here. Believe
that's
it's
from Carpe Diem.
Yeah,
they're like, guys, we lost one round. Unacceptable. Do better. Axe just screaming at them. You lost to Flom. That's my Axe impression. It's from hearing him shout on land once. He was the loudest player I may. Well, no. Second loudest player I think I've ever heard on land. Maybe third.
Who's
some
the
loud
loudest
players
then?
here in NA? Who's the loudest? Mac, when he was coaching that Singularity squad.
Of course, Mac.
Yeah. And then I think it's probably a contest between Axe and MOTM.
Surprised you don't have Jonji up there.
Jonji is loud, but not like he shouts a lot. For Jonji, it's like a lot of talk, not as loud as those other guys. Hate with the flank, that's cheeky. Goes all the way around, and this time it works out to keep it in a 4-on-4. Carpe Diem do have the site with little resistance, as Mythic decided the way to avoid getting killed on the B site was to give it to them. They weren't wrong. They weren't wrong. Cooper now dropping. Hate trying to pull something off. Does find Chop, but not the second. It's a good setup for Carpe Diem, and Mythic are going scurrying on away. They do not want any more of this action, boss. They will concede. They don't have the clock. They don't have the weapons. They don't have the numbers up. And so Carpe Diem immediately answer back with a 7th round.
Yeah, it's that B site again that's been exposed here by Carpe Diem towards Mythic. Twice goes for the engagement here. He doesn't necessarily have to save, but it would be better if he did. And, well, he won't. He will lose the A1S as Walco takes him down. So only Flom will bring the big green on over into this round. And they could force up here, which is what I was envisioning they would do, but instead, no, they're going to go for a half buy. It's not too bad. I mean, he can get an MP9, but the rest going to be settling for the pistols. 3 Deagles around that AWP. Over on Carpe Diem, well, they're cruising again. 4 AKs and the AWP, and of course, they're going to go back to this B site because why shouldn't they? They got 2 players lurking around there. The bomb dropped in the upper tunnels. Flom gets to get the opener again. What? That is from Long A, but Eric goes down to Wiz.
Yeah, they were run boosting. I suppose the player below.
Okay. Oh, goodness.
All right, round's over. Round's over. Wrap it up. Go on home. Glacia just dismantled your B take. There's nothing to do for this. Don't put the op. Don't commit the op. I know you guys need rounds, but there is nothing to be found here but death and misery. Here lies the grave of men.
Yeah, Glacia's good.
He's good.
He's good.
He's a ripper. He is good. A nice addition back into this team, man.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, as soon as he came back to this team, we're like, they got a firepower boost in a big way. Yeah, Flom misses a shot there onto a very eager, I believe it was Glacia, peeking around that corner. But yeah, no, Glacia's stats were just amazing there for Carpe Diem. A big reason why they made it to the grand final in the playoffs. 273 frags plus 48 kill to death differential and an 86.3 ADR. He also had 24 3Ks. 3 kill plus rounds, excuse me. I think it was 3 of those 4Ks and 2 of them aces, in fact. So yeah, he's a very strong player. I think it's also a good decision for him in his career. He was moving from the Gaming Gladiators, coming on over to Carpe Diem. And in general, I just find that Carpe Diem are a far more structured team, or at least were far more structured than Gaming Gladiators, who are trying to take a turn and get that coach, obviously Semtis, picked up, right?
Speaking of the game of Gladiators in ATK, I believe that game is in second overtime, which is going into it.
Well, there you go.
Or at least first OT at this point. They're deep in the sauce of overtime.
Yeah.
So that's spicy.
But I guess...
I think
Sorry,
that's
Mike.
map 1, too. Yep, still map 1.
I was just saying, to my point, I guess, is at the time, Gaming Gladiators weren't exactly trending in the direction of a structured team, so I did like the move for Classy. I still love it, because Carpe Diem have benefited in a great way, and so has he.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Hack's trying to get cheeky there with the lurk out the smoke. They're maybe feeling a little bit of that juice, a little bit of that heat, and instead they're hitting the double ops. The utility finds another. They've been dismantled. Here's the hold for Mythic. The ops working up. The double op tearing them asunder. It all falls to Walco, whose new mission is not necessarily to get this bomb down or to win the round, but to punish as much as he may. He's hoping someone gets over eager, comes around this divider, and that he could just put a bullet in their head and take one of these ops out of play. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Is he going to catch Flom off here? Flom repositions, moves further back, shifts away. They did see the bomb, but their deep controlling construction means that they can feel pretty confident that he hasn't snuck by somebody. And there's the spot. Now they know. Now they know. He does get one out of the server. Looking for a second. Walco trying to do damage. He does as well. That's 2 ops down. That's 2 ops down. And he's just going to throw it. He threw it out of the map. He threw it out of the map. He got clocked, and he doesn't care because he took an op away from them and threw it away.
What a great split-second decision there. As he, like you said, threw away the op, gets the 2 frags as well. Unreal. Carpe Diem, even when you're... Sorry?
Beautifully done.
Yeah, absolutely. The IGL coming through there and doing a great job for his team. It's still Mythic is going to be able to get double off up and running again, but it's far more expensive for their bank accounts. Flom doesn't connect on anything. I thought he might have legged that player, but not to be. So he's going to back off after that early peak, and top mid, along with Long A, going to be given up here to Carpe Diem. Hate is pushing up into water. He's got some company here in the form of Twice, and they're going to take control here very, very early on in the round. That's going to give them quite a bit of information. Just have to poke their noses into monsters, and they'll realize Carpe Diem aren't really anywhere to be found, so they might be able to rotate some more support towards the A site. Walco tossing that Molotov into the short bathrooms. And you do have Flom here, ready and waiting. Starting to find his rhythm with the AWP, and we do know how dangerous he can be.
Twice going a little bit of a poke in. That's going to be a punish. Twice does get the trade, but both are down. The rotate's on. Let's get out by truck. Oh, man. That flash is brutal. Instead of standing pat in the position he was in, he tries to slide back towards the fence and instead just winds out in the open. That's a brutal kill. With it, Mythic likely locked out of this round. Not even sure they should necessarily poke in for the retake in a 2v4 situation, but you can see Carpe Diem already hunting aggressively, and that could open the window. Hey, sees one. Oh, just come around the corner. Come around the corner. There we go. He gets his kill. It's an exit. There's nothing to do in terms of winning the round, but a couple exits mean that the economy will be limited. Reminder, I mean, Walco got clocked, right? Drop is low. There is some benefit to checking the eco here for Carpe Diem. Unfortunately, the benefits are limited because, well, they already have 9 rounds. But another kill. And the bank's not sitting pretty for Carpe.
No, not at all. I mean, look, Classy has 7k, so he can drop an AK without breaking the sweat, and Wiz also at 6.3. We'll invest that into the AWP. They should be okay, though, and they absolutely are. 4 AKs in the op. Do have to spend down to almost 0 in the case of Wiz and Chop, but they're not too stressed. They're up 7 rounds on T side on a map that's typically CT-sided, so yeah, Carpe Diem have to be feeling quite good about themselves. Hexed. Move it into construction. Eric pushing up aggressively into Monster. He wants to get that smoke spam with the A1S through. It doesn't connect for anything, but at least keeps Carpe Diem on notice that someone could be there. Hate An important engagement. He falls back. Can't even get a shot fired. Is lucky to escape himself without taking any damage. Now he's the lone defender on the B side. He does get the headshot onto Hex, but no longer alive here as Chop finds one right back to him. Cooper going to try and sneak through into sandbags, and actually a Molotov lands at his feet twice, and everyone getting on the action here on both sides, and it will end up being a 3v1 in favor of Carpe Diem. Only Flom left, and no longer an extremely fast-paced round there coming through from Carpe Diem, and they take it once more, and again, Mike, on that B site.
Yeah, they're exploiting that all day. And then, I mean, you're rocking double up on A, so by the time a B hit comes through, if it's successful, even if it's even number situation, it's such a rough retake to make work. It's double digits for Carpe Diem on the T side, right? This is where it had to happen for Mythic. This is where they have the AWP. This is where they have the advantage. One would expect, and they just don't. They just don't. Twice. Gets one. Could get a second as well. There's a chance here. Can't overcommit, but his teammates do a ton of damage in the meantime. Mythic. They could recover. They could get to the 5. They got a fighting chance. They got a swinging chance here. But now we're back to the situation for Carpe where it's about damage. It's about the punish game, and Mythic will not be able to punish much. Wiz, though, starts connecting. Cooper! What is that? Goes way too far on the chase.
Still in the shot.
Who didn't need to be a flank on will finish this, though.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely too far of a peak there for Cooper, but Wiz hits a nice one. Just had to thread the needle as Cooper was heading around that corner, and he did exactly that. Still, Mythic get a third, and here's something I really liked about what they did, Mike. They went for the aggression, which they found success on both Inferno and now, well, here on Overpass. Try to get in Carpe Diem's face. Something that they struggle with sometimes is trying to deal with those mid-rounds, and we talked about that many, many times in the past. So if you can get in their heads, if you can push up, be aggressive, and prevent them from getting on their proper execute, you'll find some success. And, well, Twice gets another one here, and Hate does as well. So, again, the aggression comes through and gets the results for Mythic.
A little bit of heat coming in here. Obviously,
it is an eco
buy for Carpe.
Yes,
yeah,
but still,
it's an eco. But you do like to see it. Now, don't lose anybody else. That's the important thing. One more casualty, and this is a great round for Carpe Diem. Wiz will be allowed to get the bomb for free. He can recover that. They've given up that fight. They think they have a read on where he is, and they're wrong. They've got 3 players surrounding the bathrooms. He's not in the bathrooms. I don't know why they think he's here, but they really do. And now Hate's dead as a result. So there's that third player lost. I am not sure what that read was. Huh.
This is getting weird.
It is getting weird. The window's open here. The wizard has arrived. He's broken out his spellbook. He's got his magic wand. Cloak on. Pointy cap. Everything you want. And he's getting a bomb plant. Oh, unless he clears too far. Oh, he might still have it. This bomb is going down. They're going to drop the util, but it's too late and it's too deep. He doesn't actually find it. He's done further damage. He's done further damage. They're so low. They're so low. It doesn't matter that he doesn't have armor.
No way.
He's got the shots.
No way.
A 1v4 for Wiz to put Mythic in the dirt.
No way. I mean, it's the 4th time I've said it. Unbelievable. I can't believe Wiz gets that done on an eco round. Manages to pick up the A1S and then just starts railing on Mythic. Those last 2 frags were impressive in and of themselves. He isolates 2 1v1s in a very tough spot. Even before that, though, taking Flom down to, what was it, 6 HP, right? That's so well played. He even connects through the box onto the player in heaven. Now Carpe Diem continue to dole out the damage. Chop and Hex get 2 more. Twice nodding up and down, spinning around. He's just trying to hype himself up in any way.
He snatched their souls with that last one.
Yeah.
It was a 1v3, I think. I don't remember whether he got the 4th kill as well. But at the least it was 1v3. Oh, he took their whole souls with that one. They belong to Wiz now. He signed, like, he just woof. Yeah, Twice alone. Twice does get one at the very least. Obviously the gun upgrade doesn't matter though, and he's on the wrong site, and they're going to plant the bomb, but it's a 1v4 with 19 points health, and We'll get started. There we go, 12-3 as we take our halftime break. Well,
Well,
not
indeed.
much to say about this one, so let's just jump into the second half. Carpe Diem look good. Carpe Diem look good. Mythic going to try for a little bit of a B play here, but Carpe Diem have heavy reinforcements, and Clasia, with these cheeky dualies, is going to go hunting early. Not going to find success. The hunter becomes the hunted. There's still presence, though, and Walko does find another, so it's a 2-on-3. It's a viable retake. Chop, though, going to take the fight early, and he'll win it. Equalizes. That bomb's down. That is committed at the least, but Flom and Eric, 2 Erics, actually, going to need to pull this off. See what they can do. You think that gets confusing in their comms?
I think they just call him Flom, probably, to avoid confusion.
I'm sure they do, but still. Yeah. All right, Flom, let's see if the man can do it. The Eric who's not called Eric finds the first shot. He needs one more. He needs one more. He's got the ball to play off, but he's going for the reload, and Chop just chases him down. Ever the reliable one. He does it again to find 13.
Yeah, that's just a really timely swing there from Chop. Zero hesitation, tons of confidence, and he comes through here with the 13th round for Carpe Diem. That's exactly what they were looking for. Only 3 round victories left for them to secure victory here in the series and go 1-0 to kick things off in their season. I mean, me personally, I'm expecting a lot from Carpe Diem this season. They made it to the grand finals last time. I'd love to see another great run from them, an even better regular season, perhaps. But they did go 5-2 last season. Not too shabby. Anyway, going into round number 17, Wiz is going to peek around from long, and with Chop, they're going to take down 2, but 2 come back in the favor of Mythic. Cooper and Hate dropping bodies, and now it's looking a little rough for Carpe Diem. Let's not forget that Mythic did get that bomb plant, and they were able to upgrade to the rifles immediately. Not to mention, Cooper and Twice have picked up a couple of A1Ss, and this puts Walko in a very tough spot should he decide to peek around this corner, and wisely, he does not. He's just going to hold the angle, as Twice is hunting for more.
It's a kind of rough angle. I mean, it depends on how Twice takes the fight, right? If they take it out wide, which is pretty unusual, he would have the advantage. But Walker's chilling. He's as stiff as a statue here, playing with a light pole. He's relaxed. Meanwhile, Clasia, doesn't have that. Hate jumps off the ladder. And now Walker goes pushing around. That's a nice bit of movement there from Hate. Catching them off guard. Thought that was a kill that Clasia had dead to rights, but no. Instead, it's a Hex and a 1v3. I don't think they know he's here. They're peppering some things with bullets, but I don't believe anyone spotted him. Indeed, here comes the play. Up on top of the dice box. Twice is good for it. Nice round here for Mythic. They will get that first rifle round.
Yeah, Mythic, perhaps the T side is the answer for them here on Overpass. So far, so good. I mean, the pistol round, even though they lost it, they were quite effective in taking the bomb site, and this time on their force buy into the next round, they looked even better, taking down every Carpe Diem player in their way. Now Carpe Diem is going to be on a force buy of their own. It's going to be 2 Deagles, the Scout, and a couple of 5.7s. Class has already taken quite a bit of damage, and Twice dealing it to Twice himself as well. He's down to 30, and Walko gets the opener onto Flom. Then the second on Twice. What a shot from Walko. Oh my goodness, Walko looking for more, and Cooper will finally take him down. But wow, Walko gives his team a fighting chance into this one.
That he does. In a big way, and the pressure's on, and there's danger. There's danger around every corner. Classy's ahead of this Molotov. Oh, he takes it, but he's still got the shot! Flames force him forward and force him into the duel. Now he withdraws just in the nick of time. They don't punish while they still had the molly off, and he's able to slip away, and that's going to give them fits. Eric up forward, but that means that Hate's completely isolated with the bomb, and as soon as they realize that this player's isolated, there's so many opportunities to punish. He's knife out! He's knife out! Had no idea that Chop was here. They thought it was clear. They calmed it, tried to link up on the site, and instead they found death and ruination. Eric at least can retrieve the bomb, but he's in a 1v3. His flank is covered, though he doesn't know it yet. He hasn't spotted the player. Clasia was in the connector, so how does Eric read this? Does he know that he's gotten out? He has to have an idea. But he's looking the wrong way at the right time, and Clasia will hit the shot.
I'm sorry, I don't know how you calm that. That's clear.
I don't know what was going on, but they clearly overlooked it.
It's a completely overlooked. There's still 4 players alive, and you're running knife out. I mean, you need 100% confirmation that no one's there to go for that type of play. Anyway, That is one to forget about for Mythic. Right after a great round, too. And right after I was giving them praise, they had to do that. Well, okay. It's 14-4 in favor of Carpe Diem. And Mythic have no choice. They're going to go for the forest buy here. 2 Galils, 2 Deagles, and the Mac-10 Wiz. Watching with the scouting. Connects onto Cooper. Take him down to half health. Almost gets the finishing blow as well, but just barely misses. Now Walco catches him off guard. Coming from Connector, and he will. There's one onto Hate. Second onto Cooper. Walco again opens up the round with the 2K. Is traded out by Twice, but this is looking rough for Mythic. Flom down to 10 HP. They do spot out Classia. He's trying to fade away with a shot onto Flom, and he connects. That makes it only Twice and Eric left
Cheeky
standing
spot
here.
for Twice, though. Oh,
Yep.
no, he's watched for. He's being watched for on the site. He's going to be found here in a moment. I think he's been spotted. He does get the kill, though, and this could be a link-up. The problem is they're completely isolated. In the meantime, Eric delivers him what he needs to. That scout shot hits. Unbelievable here, but Wiz's position is very insecure, and he has to know about it. Classia is trying to rotate in to help his teammate out, but it's late. That flashbang certainly does give him some options, and Wiz is doing so much with the USP. They're low. They're so very low. These pistol bullets will knock them over, but it'll have to be these pistol bullets indeed, and the shots are hitting! Wiz has done it again! Another clutch! This a 1v2. Still impressive to secure map point here on the A-bomb site.
Okay.
He's good. He's
I
good.
mean,
He's
he
on
is
one
good,
tonight.
but
Shouldn't give him no fights, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, he had USP. There's no reason to go after him like that, especially when you're low health. You're a bit at risk. Just wait. Just wait. You'll get the trade. They don't wait. They go for the fights. And Carpe Diem get a 15th. Again, it's a good play by Wiz. I don't want to take anything away from it, but Mythic could have played that in a better way. Anyway, Walco's looking for another 2 opening frags, perhaps. He's done it 2 rounds in a row, looking to make it 3. And, well, one player is going to slip by him towards long. Yeah, that's Eric. So a lot of space gained. It will be closed off, you have to imagine, here by Wiz as Hex gets the opening frag in the round. And Walco comes on the flank, in fact. And it's Wiz and Walco doing the damage up against Eric. Now a 5v3. Mythic's trying to regroup themselves towards a B site hit and get something going here. But Mike, zero util. Zero util.
Yeah, and there's 3 players in sight. They've got the info from having that long control, so Chop hits the first. It's all falling apart here. What little they had is tumbling to the ground. It's all going to be on towards Hate, and he's got nothing. He can't do it.